FBI Director Christopher Wray went to the Hill to testify before Congress on the attempted assassination of former president and convicted felon Donald Trump. And his testimony is reverberating throughout the halls of Congress and across the presidential campaign. We're going to take a look at his shocking testimony that came in the middle of what was just another typical Republican clown show designed to blame Democrats for exactly what Trump and the Republican Party have been doing ever since the man now awaiting sentencing glided down the escalator to announce his candidacy. You know, demonize other people, promote violence, and most of all, duck all responsibility. Trying to get Republicans to not create a circus with the clownmobile rolling in is like trying to get a dog not to eat the bacon that has just fallen to the floor. It simply cannot be done. It is simply going against DNA. Watch as Republican Representative Issa of California tries to cast blame on Biden and the Democrats.
The other side has spent a lot of time talking about what people on the right have said. But there was an attempted assassination on a Supreme Court justice. We have had the highest ranking senator on the other side of this body saying that there were actions, that they were accountable. We have had multiple members of Congress in both the House and the Senate berating the character of members of the Supreme Court as a result of their decisions made, both, sometimes 6-3, sometimes unanimous, whatever. Are those comments, not any one of them, but are those comments and the generation of that sort of, oh, this guy's bad for democracy, this Supreme Court justice is a threat to democracy, is that the kind of thing that raises the threat level, and would you caution against that?
So this is classic Republican rhetoric. Start smearing the other side so that you don't have to take responsibility for your egregious behavior. It is Republicans who not only cultivate gun violence, but keep assault weapons legal. All of America wants to know how it was that this shooter got on the roof. All of America wants to know how is it that the people in the crowd identified a threat and law enforcement was powerless to address it. With serious questions like this, demanding answers, all we get is the clown car being driven by the Florida brown-noser Matt Gaetz, who attempts to lower his swimming trunks and poop right in the swimming pool by asking this question.
Zoom out a little bit. How often do you brief President Biden? Vice President, is she typically there? So when did you notice his decline?
When did you notice Biden's decline? Haven't you received the memo, Matty boy? Biden is no longer running for office, and there's nothing you can do about it. Or are you trying to play the long game here and establish a cover-up of Biden's condition so that you can bring impeachment against Harris for taking part in the cover-up? Florida, this country is begging you to put us out of our misery and send this clown packing. One man is dead, 2 other people critically wounded, and the congressional representative most likely to know the name of every teenage girl working as a congressional page wants to know about Biden's mental state. Tell us again how you honor first responders, Matt. And then, of course, there's Jim Jordan doing his typical, we want all the information. We want all the communications. Just in case somebody revealed my enormous role in the J6 insurrection. Wray, however, was not there to play games, nor was he there to reveal information that by law must be withheld. Operational protocols, names of undercover operations and personnel, numbers and types of weapons deployed. He was there to state the facts of what the FBI knows and what they don't know. And it's on the latter point that he blew the dome off the Capitol building. Listen to what Ray has to say about that.
When the shots started flying and former President Trump grabbed his right ear, it was Mr. Trump himself who stated a short time later that he had been hit by a bullet. This afternoon here on Capitol Hill, FBI Director Christopher Wray said authorities haven't determined what struck ex-President Trump.
There's some question about whether or not it's a bullet or shrapnel that that hit his ear. So it's conceivable. Although, as I sit here right now, I don't know whether that bullet, in addition to causing the grazing, could have also landed somewhere else.
Ray's testimony left Republicans scrambling. Trump is invested in his wounded warrior image and already made the claim that he was struck by a bullet. Ironically, this would be the easiest lie to walk back. It would be so easy for Trump to say, "Hey, I heard bullets, I was struck in the ear, I assumed a bullet grazed me. Now the experts are saying it was shrapnel. I'll listen to them." Sure, Trump could say that, but he won't. Because if he does, he will have repurposed a feminine hygiene product for nothing. The point is, it so doesn't matter if it was a bullet or shrapnel. Because the fact of the matter is, Trump could have been killed, and that is serious. The only reason it's an issue is because of Trump's propensity to lie, to exaggerate, and to obfuscate. If Trump wasn't completely constructed through smoke and mirrors, he wouldn't have to worry about facts bringing everything crashing down. But Trump has always been afraid of the facts, mostly because his whole life is a lie. So keep the circus going and the clown cars circling the room, because the roof is blown off the building, the heel lifts are on the ground, and the former prosecutor is coming for the convicted felon. Whether it was a bullet or shrapnel is irrelevant. Trump is going down. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.